In the context of the current conflict, as of March 13, 2026, experts generally agree that Iran cannot win an easy military war against the combined power of the United States and Israel, and vice versa. However, Iran's strategy is not aimed at a traditional military victory, but rather at survival and raising the costs of war until its adversaries lose the political will to continue. Potential winning scenarios for Iran. Rather than defeating the US military, Iran's win conditions typically involve endurance and survival. The primary objective of the Islamic Republic is to remain standing. If the regime survives the current bombardment and maintains its grip on power, it may claim victory by simply outlasting the assault. War of attrition. Iran aims to use a protracted, grinding campaign to inflict significant economic and military costs on its opponents. This includes targeting energy infrastructure to keep oil prices high and pressuring Gulf states that host US assets. Regional leverage. By leveraging its axis of resistance and its relationship with neighbors, Iran seeks to create enough regional instability that the international community pressures the US and Israel for a ceasefire. Negotiated de-escalation. President Masoud Pezeshkian has recently outlined conditions for a halt in fighting, including recognition of Iran's legitimate rights and payment of reparations. A diplomatic exit that preserves the regime would be considered a strategic success. Factors limiting Iran's success. Military superiority of adversaries. The US and Israel possess overwhelming advantages in air power, technology, and intelligence. Recent strikes have already significantly degraded Iran's ballistic missile programs and air defenses. Domestic pressure. Decades of economic hardship and internal dissent mean the regime faces the risk of a popular uprising if the war causes enough civilian suffering. Resource depletion. Experts suggest Iran's missile and drone stockpiles are being depleted faster than they can be replenished under constant attack. Current status of the war, March 13, 2026. Casualties. Over 1,200 people have been killed in Iran since the start of the current campaign. Leadership. Following the assassination of Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, the regime has remained intact and chose his son to be the new Supreme Leader. Strategic moves. Iran continues to block or threaten the Strait of Hormuz to maintain economic pressure on global markets, meaning this war may not end well for anyone and may not end soon.